morning, my love.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Today is Love Vlog Part 2.
Let's go.
It's raining. I'm going to be running around barefaced today.
Just the way I like it.
I'm excited to take you guys along with us today. So usually we do prayer, our words of affirmation, as well as our Bible verses with our boys and our workout in the morning. But today we are actually changing things up because we have so much to do today. Our boys are homeschooled. We're going to just have homeschool at a different location today with us. It's because this is life of parents, being entrepreneurs, building a business, as well as just getting things done, you know. And along the way we'll go ahead and share with you guys our story when we first started dating.
And for anybody who wants to share this story of how they started to where they are now and how far they've came, things that they've been through, changes, perspectives, growth, would love to hear, because you're gonna hear everything about us and around all those things that I've just said, in the marriage perspective and parenting and individual growth.
We are going to grab coffee right now and then enjoy the rest of the day. Full verse for this week.
James chapter 4, verse 8. Draw near to God, and God will draw near to you.
How many words of affirmations do you guys have?
25.
Who taught you guys the words of affirmation?
Our dad.
Guys, just got here to the gym. It's dark. It gets dark at 6 o'clock or 5:45. About to get a little workout in. We just got done with our work, business, errands, schooling for the boys. What else?
We are going to go get our workout in.
Yeah.
And then we actually have a family gathering to get to. And then we're going to just share a bit about who we were in our dating phase, how it all started. Just a little bit. Because we're going to give you little episodes throughout the whole days of us.
14 days.
14 days. We're going to talk about the good, the ugly. Really, we're just going to talk about everything that went on during our dating. And maybe you guys can all relate to that. And like I said, we want to hear your guys' story.
Yeah, let's hear it. Everybody's going through something. Everybody has been through something. Everybody's currently going through something. We're all going through something, and we can all learn from one another.
All right, so join us at the gym. Let's go. Late. We're supposed to be at my grandma's house for a gathering, and I'm running late. Just a lot going on. And so, anywho, yeah, here we go. We'll go ahead and see you at grandma's house. It was the best I could do in like 5 minutes, and we're gonna rush to grandma's house.
I was born in Oakland, California, raised in Toma, and I came back to the U.S. when I was 13. And I had lived with an auntie and uncle, cousins here in Utah. I've always have known who you were and your family. Your parents were very close friends with my auntie and uncle, and you guys would come and carol every Christmas. I'd never spoke to you, and it's been like, so 5 years later of you guys caroling, I ran into you. I was a senior, you were in college. You came over to our high school.
He was younger. He is younger than me.
Younger. Right. She was hosting a conference at the U.
It was a Polynesian conference for high school students.
And you had came over to our high school at that time to recruit or invite people to that conference, and I happened to run into you then.
He was such a jerk, man.
I wasn't. It was nice.
Tell them what happened.
And I had never interacted with her until then. And she was passing out the flyer, and I was sitting on the stairs. and I said, "Hey, you don't remember who I am?" And I just threw the flyer.
So mean.
I was like, "I'm not coming." It's so crazy because you can think back to that. I was only, what, 17, 18?
Uh-huh.
I threw the flyer and I said, "I'm not coming to this." But I was just messing with her because I was like, "You don't remember who I am?" Like I said, every time they would come and carol, like I never spoke to anybody. I knew of them. I knew of the family. I knew of them.
Your cousin, his cousin actually, I ran into her at the laundromat, and then she was like, "Hey, my brother's graduating."
She ran into you and she had asked you if you could make me a banner
Yeah.
for my graduation. I still have that banner.
And mind you, this banner, she asked me this to make
Just
this
last
banner.
minute. You guys
Super
were about
last
to head
minute.
out.
We were leaving out of town, but she said my brother is graduating.
You guys were heading out in the morning, and that night you made the banner.
Yeah, she was like asking if I could make a banner very quickly, and then I actually didn't know who it was. I had no idea who the person was, and I just made the banner. And she gave me the name, and I was like, okay. And then after that, that was it.
Those are my favorite color too, green.
Yeah.
Green and black.
But that was it. I didn't think anything of it, and we moved on with life.
That was one of the best surprises I've ever seen. It was awesome. It felt so cool. But it was this person right here who made it. And shout out to Coco, my cousin Coco, for making that, reaching out to you and making that happen. And that summer, I had asked her if she could help me. Just help me get
Mind you, I didn't approach him. This was all him.
I asked her if she could help me get into the U to play ball. And mind you, I'm only 18. I think I turned 18 after graduation. I just wanted to play ball. Like I didn't care for school or what I needed to do for school to qualify to play. And so it became more of a pain in the butt than I thought to get into college. And so I just kind of gave up on that and I started pursuing my dream. My dream wife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of, it was a better option for me because I don't know where I would be. The whole time she's trying to help me, there was just so many things that to me that was just like, wow, she's wifey material. Like the way she was as a leader, the way she was the way she carried herself, and even though as a guy you see all the guys around her, and you hear from people like saying things like, oh, she's not who you think that she is, and she gets around and whatnot. But
that was hurtful. Like hearing that was very, very hurtful because like nobody deserves to ever have their name dragged like that, especially when it's not true. It was hard.
Conversated with all the men that was around her life.
Yeah.
And to hear them speak highly of who she was, and that just how much respect and love they had for her. Obviously, for people who have low self-esteem and are just messed up, you can't see anything but just think of assumption of what's going on. Over the years, I had sat down with everyone that was in her life back in college, and was able to hear their point of view, right? Because I've always lived with that thought of like, is it true? Is it true? But really, at the end of the day, you have to make up your mind and move on and not live in a state of insecurity and what if, and
Yeah.
And so and I always thought like she was older than me, like there could never be anything, and really at the end of the day, I don't regret anything that has happened and how we ended up together. Before anything started with dating, before there was a dating phase, she would bros on me and call me bro, and I never accepted that. I guess this was when the reality hit me where I was like, you know what, this could be something special. There could be something special here. And she would always call me bro, and I always shut it down. Like, no, I'm not your bro. We're not family. We're not related.
I remember he would always text that every single time I would text him. I would be like, I was like, all right, bro, you have a great night. He was like, I'm not your bro. We're not family. I was like, okay, cuz. And he's like, I'm not your cousin. And I was just like, this guy is so weird. Like,
and that's when she realized I was special. I was the one, huh?
You were the one?
Yeah.
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 Speechless.
Speechless.
Yeah, that was yeah, that didn't last long. The bro zone thing, yeah, I
Yeah,
was not gonna stay in that.
you got out
I
of
take
it.
no for an answer.
Yes, you did. You definitely was very persistent. On my point of view, everything that he said is completely right. When we like made it official, right? Or we were just talking. We were just talking because I haven't had my 21st yet, and I didn't want to.
Nobody knew we were
I
dating.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't want to like.
Oh, nobody knew we were talking.
Nobody knew we were
And
talking.
you would have people come over to ask for
People
your hand in
approached.
marriage.
People approached like my parents to have us like have me go dance places, introduce like their sons and stuff. And so this was basically before my 21st and after my 21st, October 2010. And I was still very iffy, like he's younger than me. That when I brought it up to the guys, and these guys, you know who you are. I brought this up.
A little minor.
Hey, you were already 18. But when I brought it up to the guys, we're just like, what the?
You were 20, I was 18.
They were just so confused because they were like, what the? There are all these guys. Like, what does he bring to the table? It was honestly like your spirit, how gentle you were, how genuine you were, and the fact that he can speak Tongan. He would sing Hemis. He would always send me Bible verses. And he would always like text me. And he would always text me and just be like, oh, you know, like the Bible verse of the day is, and I'm like, I'm in college. I'm like, who is this guy? He would show it to my church, and I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work out. And mind you, I'm still like, about everything. But I'm so grateful that he stayed persistent. We made it official, and then we kind of started letting our families know slowly. And that didn't go out so well. Mind you, I'm the oldest daughter from my parents, and he's not. He's the only one here from Tonga.
I'm one out of 11, and I'm the middle child.
So we basically became official, and this is after my 21st birthday. My 21st birthday was on November 27th, and then we became official January 2011. Our families were not happy.
Yeah, nobody was happy. Like you hear somebody getting together and they're like, "Oh my God, you guys are so cute together."
Yeah.
That was not the case for us.
No, it was not the case. So with that, we're gonna just end this episode of our vlogging with how dating was for us, because the next step is how we got married. And so we went from planning a wedding, calling off a wedding, disconnecting, separating, to coming back, and then all of a sudden, not even 2 months, a month later, we got married.
Yeah.
And that was like the biggest brawl of our family.
Yeah, the next episode is gonna be so exciting.
And we would know.
You know when you watch a movie and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next episode." Yeah, wait for it. Hey, you guys all have a story. We want to hear your story.
Yeah.
You know, you're the only one that's gonna live to tell it. There's nobody else. The best is now, right now. Like right now, being here with you is the best.
I agree.
I can't be in the past. I can't be in the future. I'm here right now with you. There's nothing better than that.
The greatest gift is the present.
Yeah.